Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hoshizoda no Memoria. Let us continue. The presence she felt wasn't a coincidence. Sua Setsuna often waits until sunset before heading to the Seitengu. She mainly goes there to report to Mayaka on her work. However, these past few days have been different. Kosame leaves the main shrine. Seeing how it's normally locked up, Setsuna doesn't know why she's there. However, when Kosame disappeared into the forest trail behind the house, she felt a presence. A hostile aura directed at Kosame.
小雨を追うのか。隠れているのは分かっている。姿を見せろ。この私から逃れられると思っているのか。
The other party doesn't reveal themselves, nor response. Setsuna puts more force into her tone.
私が丸腰でなかったことが運の尽きだな。本来なら社殿に置かれている薙刀はここにある。小雨を送り返す許可を得た。私の手に今はある。だから君のような輩を追い払うことも簡単だ。
She hears the sound of leaves being trodden upon. From within the forest, a shrine maiden emerges and shows herself. A shrine maiden of the Seitengu. Although she was expecting one, Setsuna was surprised to see her.
ほう、君か、アスカ今。
What? Asuka Ima? Who's that?
年派もいかない君が派遣されてくるとはな。まさか君から志願したわけでもあるまい。
Well, it seems like she doesn't have a sprite, so she can't be that important. Setsuna starts a one-sided conversation.
君はこのひばりが崎の出身だと聞いている。だが、君自身は記憶を失っているとも聞いた。事故なのか、それとも他の原因か、何者かが送り返したのか。
What?
ま、知りはしないがな。
The girl called Asuka Ima faces Setsuna with emotionless eyes.
君は総本社から派遣されてきたのだろう。
She doesn't reply.
今夜だけではないな。数日前から気配を感じていた。狙いは小雨。そうだな。私が任務を遂行できないため、総本社がついにしびれを切らしたのか。それとも最初から私だけに頼らず、他の者にも命じる予定だったのか。
The Seitengu have tolerated Kosame, who remains in this world from the light of a star god up until now. However, it doesn't mean they've permitted her existence. They are probably just waiting for an opportunity. Mayaka had entrusted Kosame to Setsuna. Upon finding no other solution, they've sent in assassins. The main shrine has put the task of sending Kosame off in motion.
どうなんだ。私の言葉は当たっているか。教えられないか。君の判断かは知らないが正解だ。私は今や君らの敵だからな。話すのは初めてだったが、君は無口なんだな。
そちらは案外おしゃべりなのですね。
そうだな。総本社にいた頃よりもそうかもしれない。影響を受けた一つの証かもしれないな。
あなたには失望しています。
気が合うな。私もなんだ。私もこんな自分に失望している。君は一見普通の少女にしか見えないが、霊能者としての資質には秀でていると聞いている。さて、それでは武芸の方はどうかな。邪魔が入らないよう場所を変え、君の力を見せてもらおうか。その時には私の力も見せてやろう。
Setsuna forms a genuine smile.
ひばりが崎に来て1年と半年。それだけの期間を私はあの奇烈な上司と過ごしてきた。ストレスが溜まっているんだ。よって私は加減できんぞ。
By the time I woke up, the warmth in my arms had disappeared. Kosame is nowhere to be found. I heard a voice when I was half asleep. That must have been Kosame's voice, except I can't remember her words. I'm getting cold. It seems that the sun is setting. I put on my clothes and decide to leave the main building. The grounds were also empty. It feels chilly from wearing short sleeves. I want to put on something over. The night sky glows brightly and the stone paving appears lightly colored. Did Cosima go back to her house? She should have at least told me. I smile wryly after it occurs to me that I simply might have missed it. The evening breeze carries away Cosima's warmth, leaving memories of her as vivid as ever. And thus I'm able to recall her last words before she parted. Parted? We're a couple now, so why do we need to part? I said I would always be by her side. Didn't Cosima accept that? Then why does it feel different? Where did Cosima go off to?
Kogasaka-kun.
As I hear footsteps, I see Hisakaki walk out onto the shrine grounds.
何間抜けな顔で突っ立ってるのよ。
Hey, who are you calling stupid?
こんな時間まで仕事してたの？
No, we finished it earlier in the evening. What time is it now?
7時半。
That late?
今まで何してたのよ。
What are you up to?
ここはうちの神社なんだから、私の勝手でしょ。
Why are you such a tsundere?
どこも出れてないでしょ。むしろ小雨の方じゃないの。あの子、あなたのことが好きみたいだから。
She says that in a displeased tone. Did she tell you that?
聞いてない。だけど、態度や雰囲気だけでわかるのよ。
I guess you aren't twins for nothing.
そうよ。それより、なんであなたがここにいるのか、質問に答えなさい。
Why are you such a tsundere class rep?
ツンデレじゃないし、委員長でもないわよ。
This reminds me of the tsundere class rep back in my old school. Anyway, that doesn't really matter, does it?
私を怒らせて楽しんでるわけね。
A little bit. Because I'm a sadist.
S は S でも、ヘタレ S でしょ。
I disagree.
で、小雨はどこ行ったのよ。
Hisakaki's been glancing around the grounds for a while.
一緒に仕事してたんでしょ。
We were until evening. Isn't Kosama-san inside?
いないのよ。携帯もつながらないし、夕飯の時間になっても帰ってこないから探しに来たんだけど。
She frowns. She places her hand on her forehead. Perhaps she has a headache. What's wrong?
どうもしないわ。最近寝不足なだけよ。
Seeing bad dreams?
そうよ。
Hisakaki turns away.
あの子が私に隠し事ばかりしてるから。気になって夢にまで見るようになったのよ。
I was almost going to blurt out Kosama's past. However, I can't tell Hisakaki. Kosame has stressed that to me. Kosame wants Hisakaki to realize the truth by herself.
胸騒ぎがするのよ。早く小雨を見つけなきゃってせかされるの。だからこうして探しに来たの。わかるのよ。わかりたくなくても喪失感みたいなのを感じるのよ。ウサギは寂しいと死ぬんじゃない。抱きしめられると死ぬんです。
Why? Kosame, didn't you understand? Didn't you believe it was fine to be here?
小笠くん、夕方までは小雨と一緒だったの？
Yeah, but then she disappeared. I was also looking for her.
どこか心当たりは？
I do, but I'm not certain. Hisakaki nods understandingly.
私は一度家に戻るわ。小雨が連絡を入れてくるかもしれないから。
Contact me if you find out her whereabouts.
小笠くんも見つけたら私に教えて。
I turn around in the other direction.
心当たりってどこなの？
Before leaving, I answer her. Where Mare is. Kosame-san hasn't seen Mare since that time. They never settled the matter between them.
メラさん、いらっしゃいませんか？聞こえていたら出てきていただけませんか？小笠坂さんと一緒じゃないとダメですか？お願いします。私の前に姿を見せていただけませんか？メアさん、ありがとうございます。何なのあなた？私をお忘れですか？ メアさんを襲ったいけない狼女さんですよ。そうじゃない。あなたのことは覚えてる。忘れられるわけがない。ヨウ君を怪我させたあなたを許せるわけがない。なのに私はあなたに怒っているのに、なぜのこのこやってきたのか疑問に思っただけ。懲りずに私を襲いに来たの？いえ、逆ですよ。今夜はメアさんが私を襲うんです。
So she wants Mare to send her off, huh?
遅くなりましたけど、その説は申し訳ございませんでした。お詫びにその鎌で私を叩きのめしてください。私を送り返してください。そう、あなた人じゃないのね。はい。だけど私とも違うみたい。私は精神でも精霊でもありませんから。ここにとどまるべき存在ではありませんから、お願いします。私を送り返していただけませんか？いや、なぜですか？私はあなたが嫌いだから。嫌いであれば鎌で叩きのめしていただけませんか？いや、噂には聞いていましたけど、天の弱なんですね。帰ること怖くないの？ありませんよ。なぜ強がるの？強がってなどいませんよ。小ヶ坂さんが好きだと言ってくれた私はもう強がる必要がなくなったんです。強がらなくても帰るべきだと思うことができるんです。帰りたいから帰るの？そうですよ。どうして？小ヶ坂さんが好きだからですよ。
How does that make sense?
何それ？ミヤさんも恋をすればきっとわかりますよ。
You sure about that?
小ヶ坂さんを好きになればなるほど好きになってはいけないと思ってしまう。小ヶ坂さんがそばにいてもいいというほどそばにいてはいけないと思ってしまう。小ヶ坂さんのそばにいたいと思うほど帰らなければと思ってしまう。変ですよね。矛盾しています。ミヤさんがわからないのも無理はないと思います。恋をするとこんな風におかしくなるんですね。別におかしくなんてないわ。そうでしょうか。なぜそう思うんですか？あなたは強がっていない。それは自分が強くなったからという意味じゃない。あなたは単に弱くなっただけ。もっと弱くなっただけ。あなたは自信がなくなっただけ。ヨウ君を幸せにできる自信が持てないだけ。あなたは他人のために帰ろうとするんじゃなく、今は自分のために帰りたがっているだけ。恋というものから逃げているだけ。ねえ、小豆。
小豆？
いえ、小雨です。自信がないからってなんで帰ろうとするの？せっかく生まれてきたのに。精神だか精霊だか知らないけど、そうして生まれてきたのになんでわざわざ帰りたがるの？私は生まれてきた、死んだのではなく、あなたが何者かなんて知らないけど、あなたは生きてる。だから私を襲うことができた。だからヨウ君を怪我させてしまった。あなたが死んでたら私はあなたを嫌いになることはなかった。あなたがヨウ君を好きになることもなかった。その逆もなかった。自分で言ってて腹が立った。そんなメアさんが大好きですよ。バカバカ。あなた泣いてるくせにバカバカ。涙なんて流れていませんよ。別にそれでもいいけど、だけどヨウ君を悲しませようとするあなたはやっぱりバカバカ。小ヶ坂さんは私がいなくなったとして悲しんでくれるのでしょうか？今さらそう考える時点であなたはおかしい。それはやっぱり 恋のせいですよ。この恋が私が背負うには大きすぎるせいですよ。
恋に大小なんてない。あなたが弱いだけ。
そうかもしれませんね。
まだ帰りたいなんて言うの？どうしてもヨウくんを信じられないって言うなら悲しませてみればいい。試しに一度ヨウくんを悲しませてみればいい。
試しに？
それで自信がつくのならやってみればいい。
そんなことをしてミヤさんは許してくれるんですか？
私は関係ない。
試しでも何でも古賀坂さんを悲しませたらミヤさんは怒るんじゃないですか？
ヨウくんなんてどうでもいい。
玉の弱ですね。
やっぱり送り返してあげる。
ミヤさん、送り返すのではなく塚で私を叩いてください。2度叩いてください。一つはあなたを襲ってしまったお詫び、もう一つは恋をする資格は持っても自信を持てない私が古賀坂さんに迷惑をかけてしまうお詫び。力いっぱい「えい!」って叩いて結構ですから。
分かった。それじゃあやってあげる。バカバカなあなたに免じて思いっきり叩いてあげる。
I was prepared to look for Mare as soon as I arrived at the lookout. However, she was there already, as if awaiting my arrival.
もう来た。
She adjusts her grip on the handle, with the blade glistening with silver from the moonlight's reflection. Mare. I run up to her. Did Kozumi-san come here?
誰？
The one who attacked you before.
それなら来た。
However, I don't see her. I take a look around, but I don't see her anywhere. So Kozumi-san came?
そう言った。
And what happened? I felt anxious. If Kozumi is going to leave my side, that would mean getting sent off. That's why I had this place in mind. What happened to Kozumi-san?
あの子はいなくなった。
My anxiety increases all at once. You mean she left the lookout?
違う。いなくなったの。
Does that mean... I muster the courage to say it aloud. Does that mean she got sent off?
うん。あれが証拠。
She points her scythe to a tree. I see a piece of red cloth hanging on a branch. A shrine made in uniform, hanging on the tree like in folk stories.
あの子の着ていた服。私と違って服も一緒に消えるわけじゃないみたいだから。
Disappear and not send off?
間違った。あの子は帰った。ヨウくん、悲しい？
She asks me suddenly.
あの子がいなくなって悲しい？
No. Kozumi left without saying anything to me. If this were all true, what I feel more than sadness is...
悲しくないの？
Mare was surprised. No.
どうして？
It's hard to explain.
それだと困る。
She appears to be panicking for some reason.
一回余計に叩いたことになる。
I'm not following her at all. Mare, let me borrow that for a second.
え、
Pass me your scythe, please.
どうして？
I'm going to see Kozumi-san. Since she ran off by herself, I'm going to bring Kozumi-san back. Even greater than sadness, I felt anger. It's as if Kozumi is telling me that I'm not worthy of being with her. Anger, frustration at my worthless self.
ヨウくん、
Mare's eyes are wide open in disbelief.
まさかあの子を追って自分も帰るつもり？
He's not a ghost, he can't send himself off. You want to tell me it's impossible, don't you? I'm different from Kozumi-san, so I'll just end up having my nightmare reaped, right?
うん。
But your scythe can still be used as it was originally intended, right?
本来って？
Scythes are bladed tools. Blades are used to cut things. So they can even sever lives.
嘘。
I am serious.
自分を切るつもり？
That's right.
無理だって。
If that scythe is a delusion, it's possible. After all, I was able to embrace Kusame, who was like a delusion.
もしできたら
I might die. Why not?
だってあの子はまだ
I knew it. I've finally regained confidence. I had a feeling that might have been the case, judging from Mare's behavior. Kusame-san hasn't been sent off yet, has she?
うん
She's here, isn't she?
うん
However, I can't see her.
つけることはできないと思う。あの子は私と同じやり方で消えたから
Oh, she can do that?
出てくるつもりなさそうだから、ヨウくんから逃げているから。
Kusame hasn't been sent off, yet nothing has changed. Her feelings remain the same. Her desire to disappear remains unchanged. Thus, I'm still unable to reach out to her. Will you let me borrow your scythe?
でも
Didn't I say I was going to bring Kusame-san back? In order to do that, I need it. I look up at the night sky. The moon is still full tonight. The day after the 15th isn't exactly a full moon, but it's fairly close to a perfect circle. If what Kusame said was true, and the moon interferes with her body. If Kusame is a delusion, there's only one way to reach out to her. Unlike the method I used yesterday, I could still see her, albeit faintly. However, this time I can see her. She has disappeared completely. I found out in one of the books I had Kusame find for me in the library that day. A book with information regarding delusions. And of course, I read up on how to enter a dreamlike state. I turn to Mare, then to Kusame, whom I can't see, but I know is surely there. I speak up. If you run away, I will catch you. I won't give up. I can't think of any other way to catch you. So please, Mare, give me that scythe.
そうか、今夜は満月だったのだな。小雨から聞いていたのにな。夜に出歩くことが多い私も頭上の月を気にしたことはなかった。星空を気にしたことはなかった。晴天宮の巫女だというのにな。いや、晴天宮の巫女だからこそか。私の関心は力だけだったから。力だけを求めて生きてきたから。一人で生きる力を。
Sua Setsuna didn't have any relatives. There are many shrine maidens from the Seitengu with unknown origins. Some were abandoned by their families, some lost their families in accidents, and others severed ties with them of their own accord. And like this, they forgot their families and the place they called home and are assembled at the shrine. In a sense, the Seitengu is like an orphanage. The Hisakaki household, which moved to Hibarigasaki, was no different. Mayaka's mother, who bore the task of worshipping the Hibarigasaki meteorite, presumably lived here alone. After finding someone whom she would eventually spend her entire life with, she gave birth to her daughter, Mayaka. Mayaka then gave birth to 2 daughters and is now living a peaceful life. One could say that it was unprecedented. Psychic powers acquired through training are easily passed down, so there are some who choose to have children. However, those weren't considered families. The Seitengu has men too, although children formed between such parents are only there for the purpose of continuing their lineage. At first, Setsuna despised the idea of Seitengu shrine maidens forming bonds with others. Making friends, lovers, and families were all despicable acts of folly. She had no faith in families, for she was betrayed by hers. And she was left alone. Left alone without a choice. That was what she embodied into her life. She felt at ease most when she was alone. Why had the thought about family crossed her mind now of all times? Does she want someone to be by her side? Does she want to fall in love with someone?
私は一人でよかったんだ。それで何も不都合はなかった。疑問を抱くことすらなかった。恨むからな。私の友人になりたいなどと惑わせて、挙句今の私は このざまかな小雨。
Within the deserted forest, away from the shrine grounds, Setsuna gives up her chase after losing sight of her opponent and takes a rest, so she lost her. The tree trunk she's resting on causes her wounded back to throb, and just standing up causes her to lose the strength to return. Her opponent was also seriously wounded. There is no guarantee that she'll return to the main shrine in that state, but it'll be a while before she recovers and challenges her again. So it was more like a draw. Her next encounter with Asuka Ima is something of the distant future.
そういうことか。
Setsuna smiles in self-derision after realizing how relieved she felt, knowing that Kosame is safe. Setsuna knows now. She knows just why Mayaka detained her when she was planning to return to the main shrine after having failed her mission. Mayaka wanted her to feel attached to this place and experience normal school life. That was definitely part of the reason. Setsuna came here to send Kosame off. Although Mayaka was the one who proposed this to the main shrine, the one who desired this was Kosame herself. If sending Kosame off was the only job, Mayaka could have managed it alone without Setsuna's help. Yet, why is Setsuna here?
はめられたよ。
The reality is, Mayaka must have wanted a shrine maiden capable of protecting Kosame. A shrine maiden of battle, because she didn't know when the main shrine would strike. For that reason, she summoned Setsuna.
やってくれるよ。
You really are the worst superior I could have.
誰か私の噂でもしてるのかしら。それとも風邪かしら。ひばりが先の寒さはこれからだってのに。
お母さん、
あら、こもも部屋にいたんじゃないの？
そうしてたけどやめた。小雨からも小笠坂くんからも全然連絡が来ないから。
小雨なら大丈夫よ。あの子には優秀なボディーガードがついてるから。
誰よそれ。
それより先にご飯食べる？
いい。
小雨を待つの？
それもあるけど。
体調悪いの？
お母さん。
何？改まって。
もう隠さなくていいから。何も隠さなくていいから。私思い出したから。マイヨの悪夢を見て、小雨のやけどの治りを見て、もう全部思い出してたのよ。小雨のことも自分のことも。
そう。
うん。
それであなたはどうするの？あなたは小雨を返したい？それとも。
私は力が欲しい。小雨は帰りたがっている。だからそれを引き止められるだけの力が欲しい。小雨を守れる力が欲しい。小雨がここにいてもいいって思えるくらい、小雨が頼れるくらい、私は強くなりたいの。
そう。
うん。
あなたは悪夢を克服したのね。
うん。
あなたが秘める霊能力はあなたが思っているよりずっと大きくて危険だわ。それはその力の使い方が赤ん坊と一緒だから。だからあなたは努力なさい。努力家のあなたならいつかきっと聖天宮一の巫女になれるでしょう。聖天宮の誰よりも強くなれるでしょう。聖天宮の誰が来ても負けることはないでしょう。小雨を守れる力を得るでしょう。その日まで私も小雨を守るから。刹那と一緒に守るから。私はあの子の親だから。大切な娘だから。あなたと一緒で私も小雨と離れたくない。いなくなってほしくないから。
I sprawl out across the grass, which has become cold. The scythe I borrowed from Mare rests against a nearby tree. Mare disappeared. I asked her to leave me alone for a while. I didn't want her to see me in this unsightly state. That's right, a side of me I didn't want others to see. Stained with blood. Using the scythe that Cosima was able to hold without injury, I slit my own wrist. All Cosima had to do was imagine that she wouldn't get hurt. I, on the other hand, wanted to get hurt, and this is how it turned out. I let the flowing blood take control. I don't know the extent of the wound, nor do I know how long I have to keep this up. However, I didn't try to stop the bleeding. I believed I needed to lose a significant amount, so I cut an artery. I was going to cut as deep as necessary. I don't know if I reached it or not. Maybe I only went as far as a vein. But if it was only a small prick, the bleeding would stop eventually. It wouldn't be enough to die from blood loss. I'm speculating either way, so I can't get my hopes up. If nothing else, it's unbelievably painful. Even now, it hurts. Pain, unbearable pain. However, I can still endure it. I might die if I'm not careful. However, I can still endure it. Compared to losing Cosima, everything else is trivial. Maybe there was some other way. However, this was the fastest method. This might not have been the best option, but it was certainly the fastest way of reaching out to her. Injuring myself and bleeding. Entering a dreamlike state and losing sense of my surroundings. See what I mean? Even if my consciousness is fading, even if my vision becomes blurry, I can clearly see her. My eyes have captured the girl I longed for.
何やってるんですか？なんでこんなことするんですか？信じられません。もう本当に。
Her tears fall onto my cheeks. Between my trembling vision and vague consciousness, everything feels so distant. However, the warmth of her skin remains vivid. How long has she been here? Has she been here from the start? Has she been here all this time, shedding tears?
お願いします。無茶なことしないでください。こんなこと二度としないでください。
Love drives people mad, even more so than the moonlight.
そうだとしてもやりすぎです。本当に信じられません。あなたがこれじゃ私安心して成仏できないじゃないですか。何笑ってるんですか？
I'm just relieved. Hey, Cosima-san. You didn't think you could actually hide from me, did you? There is no point in running away, because I'll be sure to find you. I will find you. I will see your face. I will be by your side. I promise. I swear. I'll be by your side wherever you may be. When you turn around, I'll be there. When you reach out, I'll be there. I'm determined to protect you. Well then, I guess we reached the end of Kosame's route, huh? And is it just me? Or was it shorter than the other routes? I think this is only episode 7 of Kosame's route, isn't it? Or is it because I made the episodes a little bit longer? Well, anyway, let's watch the credits, and I'll see you back at the epilogue. Oh no, don't tell me I have to censor the credits. That's unfortunate. It was like a dream. A dream where I know I'm dreaming. A dream I'm conscious of, a lucid dream. Maybe it's because I forget about them almost immediately, but I rarely dream. Even if I think I've forgotten, they might still be somewhere in the depths of my memories. Will I ever find a way to retrieve them? I wanted to remember this dream. Even if I forget, I still wanted to recall it someday. Who's that? A girl is standing there. Oh, is this, Yo's mother? She looks so young. She's dressed in her sailor uniform, not the Hibariko uniform. Is it from her junior high school? Am I seeing a ghost of my mom? Do people become young again after becoming ghosts? That would be nice. Mom, who looks even younger than me. I wonder how I recognized her. Is it because this is a dream? She appears to be saying something. Mom is telling me something. After clearing my ears, her voice finally reaches me. I hear her voice. She's getting mad at me for sleeping in. It's almost as if I'm reliving my childhood. Hurry and get up already. If you're awake, say good morning. To a girlfriend who's waiting for you. To the girlfriend you have chosen. I told her I understood. And Mom smiled.
もう心配ないかしら。
There was never any need to worry about me.
じゃあそろそろ行くわ。
I didn't know how to respond. I wanted to tell her to stay. However, I couldn't bring myself to say it after realizing that it would conflict with my girlfriend's wishes. Instead, I said, "Thank you for always watching over me."
どういたしまして。
Mom replies teasingly.
小笠坂さん、目が覚めたんですね。よかった。よかったです。
Oh, are we in the hospital? When I opened my eyes, I met with Kosame's face. Her face is wet with tears. I try to figure out what's making her cry like this. I try wiping her tears, but I feel pain coursing through my hand, forcing me wide awake. At that moment, I recall the broken fragments of the dream I had forgotten. Good morning. Good morning, Kosame-san.
はい、おはようございます。
I feel pain in my wrist. I could see signs of medical treatment. I trace through my memories, but they come to an end almost immediately. Everything after lying on Kosame's lap is blank. Where am I?
お父さんが勤める病院です。
I'm in a hospital room?
そうです。
Am I done for? She shakes her head. Tears fall down from her movement. Tears of suffering, tears I've seen only too often.
いえ、命に別状はないそうです。でも、なかなか起きなくて。
Was I sleeping for that long?
はい、
What's the date today?
9月17日です。
It hasn't even been a day. A scary thought suddenly occurs to me. Don't tell me it's actually been a year.
いえ、小笠坂さんは一晩眠っていただけです。
It seems that I only got a minor injury. The bleeding from my wrist probably wasn't all that bad.
でも、全然起きてくれなくて。
What time is it?
朝の5時です。
That's pretty early.
小笠坂さん、起きてくれなくて。
But I was just sleeping normally.
でも、起きなくて。
There's nothing to worry about. I'm fine already.
でも、
Kosama might have stayed up all night. She might have been beside me the entire night. Her eyes might be red from her tears and lack of sleep. You don't have to be so worried about me.
心配しますよ。だって私離れたくない小笠坂さんを手放したくない。私も知ったんです。勝手にいなくなられて残される人の気持ち、やっと知ることができたんです。
In that case, what I did may have been worth it. Revealing my unsightly side may have been worth it. Kosame-san. I call out her name strongly. Didn't I say I was going to be by your side? For as long as I live and even after I die. I am not relying on miracles, nor am I relying on luck. I will be by your side, using my own power. So, Kosame-san, please remain by my side too.
はい、いつだってあなたと一緒。ずっと一緒にいたい。二人じゃないと抱えきれないくらい、この恋はとっても重くて大きいんですから。愛しています、小笠坂さん。
Well then, that was Kosame's route. So next time on Hoshizoda no Memoria, it's time for Chinami's route. So thanks for watching everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye!